Yo, 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 yo. We are live. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How's everybody's day doing? I thought it was way later than this. I'm only a couple minutes late. Wow. I was running behind. I had to make some ramen real quick to eat. I ain't eating shit all day, chat, and I'm in a pissed off mood. And I thought I was gonna get on here and rant today, and I don't even have I'm so pissed off about shit that I don't even have the energy to rant. I don't even want to be here streaming, to be honest. So depending on my mood, I know my guy Otis is supposed to be on the channel tonight. I don't know if he's coming still or not, but the way my mood is, I might be ending the stream before he even gets here. So anyways, fuck this day. Fuck this day. I don't know if we're gonna have any Fallout from NXT No Mercy tonight. Usually, I feel like NXT always does the Fallout show a week after. Maybe I'm wrong about that, Chad. I don't know. All right, we got Mike Rouse up in this bitch and Patrick Palmer. My two go-tos, my right-hand guys, the ones I can always count on. What's good, fellas? How we doing? How we doing? Sorry, Chad, I'm trying to eat. Cubs win game 1. Are you a Cubs fan, Mike Rouse? I loved getting to see Sammy Sosa play when I was a kid, man. I wasn't a Cubs fan, but I was a fan of the sport, and so I was a fan of multiple players all over the league at the time. I had my team, but I loved players, you know. So I used to love getting to see like the all-stars on the other teams come into town and play when I would go to the Colorado Rockies baseball games as a kid. You met Ryan Sandberg? Bro, I remember Ryan Sandberg. He's a fucking legend. His baseball card, I sought after his baseball card. His baseball card for me as a kid when I was collecting was like a unicorn. I could never, everybody had all the Ryan Sandberg cards, man. I couldn't find them anywhere. I think to this day, if I've got any Ryan Sandberg cards, I've only got like one or two. His card was always heavily in demand back in the day when I was collecting. Yeah, Ryan Sandberg, yeah. Him and Fred McGriff, they were legends. The Cubs were beasts back then. The Cubs were beast. I don't know if Oz is coming on here today or what. I gotta text him. So I was checking my TikTok before I went live because I wasn't sure if I was going to go on a rant today because I really want to rant, but at the same time, when I went live a minute ago, I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying that I'm just so fucking over everything. I don't even have the energy to rant, but I was checking my TikTok before I went live, and what popped up on my feed immediately was Reuters is live, and they're in the Congress right now is getting ready to shut down the government over this Palestine shit. So people think that Trump deployed the military to the West Coast for ICE purposes and immigration. There's more to it than that. There's way more to it than that. Anybody see that viral video of that dude on a bicycle harassing ICE on the street corner? And he was like, I'm not a U.S. citizen. What are you going to do? He's like, come on, arrest me. And he's acting all big and bad. And he tries to ride off on his bicycle, and his cell phone falls out of his pocket. So he has to circle back around, and he has to get off his bike and grab his phone. And they all try to snatch him, and he jumps back on the bike. And they reach out to grab him, and he barely scoots away in time and takes off down the street before ICE grabs him. You'd have me cracking up. That video was funny as fuck. How did you not see it? It was everywhere today. Did anybody watch the new are you guys gamers? Who in here is gaming? Either of you two guys game? Patrick, do you play current video games or no? Three minutes until NXT. What's good, everybody? What is Gucci? You hear weird slurping noises in your ear? Yeah, it's not an ASMR stream. I'm not the latest woo craze going in the IWC. It's just me eating ramen. Sorry to disappoint. I don't have my titties all pushed up wearing little furry ears. I'm sorry for you guys. No, false advertisement. My bad. My bad. I think I have to watch the stream on Watch Wrestling today. I'm having trouble today dealing with things, chat. I've been struggling for a couple of weeks now mentally with some stuff. I haven't really figured a way around it yet, but I'm really tired of bitch assness in this community. And I'm really tired of bitch assness from people in JD's community, straight up. Now, if you're hearing me talk this stuff and you're like, what the fuck is Hooli rambling about? And you have no idea what I'm talking about, then odds are you're in the clear, and this little soliloquy isn't meant for you, towards you. If you're sitting here hearing me say this shit, or somebody comes to you and is like, damn, Hooli was on his podcast talking shit, and you're wondering if I'm talking about you or not, you might want to look into that. Just saying. Because there's been some bitch assness going on, and somebody that I know is gonna hear this is gonna think I'm referring to them, and I don't mean them. But there are some folks that have me very disappointed, and I'm just starting to cut ties with people, chat, straight up. I don't know what's going on with people, but I think we're living in a day and age where everybody's going through something and everybody's struggling with something, and I get that. But there's no need to be fake. There's no need to pretend. I don't do well with fakes and pretenders, man. And some folks have shown me a different side recently, and I don't know how to approach them about it, chat. You know? So I've just left it alone. I'm not good at that sort of thing with confrontation and stuff. Because I'll just cut right to the chase and it won't come out very nice and polite and cordial, and it's just I've made a lot of friendships in JD's community, at least as much as friends as you can be with somebody from an online perspective. And I've known a handful of people for quite a significant amount of time. Why is it, chat, that it's always the people that you think are your circle, that you think that you can count on? Why is it always them motherfuckers that are the ones that you don't ever expect to have issues with them people, and it always seems to be those are the ones that you end up having issues with the most? Okay, so for whatever reason, Watch Wrestling does not show NXT live. Because this is the second week in a row that it's not up here listed. They used to show it live. What up, Russ? Welcome in, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope your day's been better than mine, man. Holy shit, today's been fucked. I almost just said fuck getting on here. Oh, I'm like, I don't know, fucking Otis. Oh my god, Otis is probably like, Huli, you fucking retard. Thank God he hasn't come into my stream yet and punked me out. Guys, I just realized I never sent him a fucking link to join my stream. Holy balls. Chat, how did I make that error? Oh, Issa's looking hot in her Yankees gear. Too bad I hate the Yankees. Too bad I hate the Yankees. Where's my stream? Hello? Did anybody hear me this whole time? Hello? 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 I don't know if anybody can hear me. I'm so sorry, Otis. Holy fuck. I'm having an epic collapse of a day. Well, shit. Can y'all hear me? Have you guys not heard me this whole time? I've been sitting here for 17 minutes. It said my mic was going this whole time. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not. I don't know what's going on because Patrick Palmer and Mike Rouse have not said anything like responding to what I'm saying in a long time. Can anybody hear me? Hello? I swear to God, if nobody can hear me, I'm ending this stream. I'm gonna end this shit right now. Hello? 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 If you can hear me, Mike Rouse, I need you to type in the chat if you can hear me. Then I don't need to restart my stream. Patrick says he can hear me. Can you guys hear me? My mic says it's working. I don't like him saying he put Oba down. Can Ricky do it? No, none of us did shit. We sat on our fat ass and watched. What? The fuck is going on? Yeah, for real. What's happening here? Uh, are we having a NXT live sex celebration? Huh? You've decided? Like that was a hard decision? You had to think about that one? Santino Marella! Listen, I love how he like how he reacts to his ovations. Like it's the greatest thing he's ever heard. He's like, he can't believe that people are cheering for him. It's like the first. It's like it's the first time he's ever had people cheering for him every time he comes out. I fucking love Santino, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do we get one more interaction with John Cena and Santino before John Cena hangs it up? I feel like we have to, especially if the rumor is true that John Cena is going to be putting over Joe Hendry in his last match. Holy shit! Yeah, let's go. Ricky Starks was like, I remember you from that other shithole. Yeah, I'm behind. I'm behind. We've got to have another interaction with Santino and John. We've gotten our truth. We've gotten, we've got it and crossed it. We've gotten CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. Like we need Santino and John. Wait, he picked Kalani Jordan from NXT? Okay. So they're going to call her a turncoat and a traitor, right? I don't know what you were talking about, but be straight up with whomever it is. Yeah, that's the problem. Because I've noticed a behavior pattern change in some people, you know? And I don't. I mean, there's two choices. You either confront them and ask them, and then you're faced with the task of you having to believe what they tell you or not. And I feel like I'm not going to believe what I'm told. So they're going to change the name to Showdown instead of Invasion to appease Israel. This is crazy. What does GTSY mean? Santana just stands there, doesn't have no charisma, they don't let him talk, no nothing. Like he has charisma if they let him talk, but this is a very see, you notice how they keep saying Showdown? That's because Israel had a problem with the word invasion. I don't know if you've been aware now, but we're owned by Israel. Lash Legend, the bougie bully. Miss Parker. Yeah. Damn, these two women are about to beat the mess out of each other. Straight up. What does GTSY mean? Scripts! Where is motherfucking Otis, bro? I thought Otis was going to be on today. How you doing, Scripts? How's your day, bro? How we doing? How we doing? Now you can't hear me. Can anybody hear me? It says my mic is working, so I don't. I'm I'm right there with these scripts. I'm sorry you're feeling like shit, bro. Today's been an awful day. Like I didn't even want to stream. There's just a lot of behind the scenes shit going on that just has me completely taken out mentally, completely. So whatever you're going through, bro, I'm sorry, and I hope you feel better soon, bro. Thank you for stopping by. You're more than welcome to hang out. If you don't feel like it, don't worry about it. I would love to have you. The more the merrier. I've texted Otis. I've sent him the link. I have not heard from him since 10 minutes before I went live. So hopefully everything's okay on his end, but we will just continue chugging along here. Uh, I think sometimes the way I talk to Russ, I'll pause in between a sentence. Like I'll be talking in the middle of a sentence and I'll just pause. And then people will be like, "What? Did the sound cut out?" And, no, I just gather my thoughts, bro. It's a stupid way to be. I don't know how that habit developed, but it developed because my brain thinks too fast, way too much faster than I can talk. I'm always stumbling over my words because I'm like three thoughts ahead in my brain. Some type of shit like that, you know. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, chat. I'm just running to the kitchen real quick. I'm still hungry. That the ramen and that egg was not enough. I need something more. A growing boy. Son? I haven't heard anybody use the word son since like the Wu Tang Clan in like the late '90s, like Big Punisher and shit. What's up, son? Don't they talk like that in New York? Call each other son? What's up, son? That's like an East Coast thing. Is I right here? Miss Parker, give me please. Like when you're at the menu system of a video game, like, uh, Parker. Or am I tripping? Am I fucking tripping? I'll be right back, chat. I wanted to go grocery shopping, so it's nothing bad. And I can't believe our government's about to like, dude. You fucking crazy, crazy. Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm Booker T, dog. Like, is he trying to blow his voice out? I feel like the old school wrestlers from our childhood, like Booker T, Shawn Michaels, and shit. You remember like how Legion of Doom used to cut promos, and they would like Hawk would be like fucking like pushing all the blood to his head and shit. Well, he'd be bright red, like he'd be screaming his promo. Yeah, the guys that used to they don't cut promos like that anymore nowadays. And I feel like the old school wrestlers that used to cut promos like by yelling like Macho Man and shit like that. Shawn Michaels used to do it like you can hear the strain in their voice when they talk. Well, obviously not Macho Man, rest in peace, but Shawn on the verge of losing his voice as soon as he talks, bro. He sounds like he's a chronic smoker. Booker T, I know Booker T, I think smokes too. Maybe they do smoke. Maybe that's why they do sound like that. I don't know, but Babyface, Babyface is performing in China. This is a crazy ad. Steady, steady rocking all night long. We begin to rock. I don't think people realize how many songs Babyface wrote for famous artists that other people sang. There are songs that Babyface wrote that nobody has any clue that he wrote. JB, whoa, what a run! Yeah, what up, JB? Oh, you're trying to get benched. Oh, you're flipping off. You're flipping off the host, huh? Okay. Yeah, I agree with that a little to a point. It's line. They learn their lines. They're just rehearsing lines. Nothing's done off the top of their dome. How you doing, JB? I know JB's a fellow gamer. Any other fellow gamers in the house tonight? What's good, fellas? Thank you for stopping in tonight. It's good to see you all. I still don't know what's going on with Otis. Any word from Otis? Let's check my phone. He says he's going to be late. Well, no shit. You think, Captain Obvious? Russ, what part of the country did you grow up in? I feel like you must have grown up in the South or the East Coast because God, I don't even remember really. Yeah, JB, yes. You already know what I'm trying to talk to you about. We got hoodwinked and bamboozled. We got lied to. Wait, the women are already fighting? Why did we have a 10-minute commercial break? Look at, they changed the logo from Invasion to Showdown, but it's the same font. It looks like the Invasion logo. They changed it to appease Israel. That's crazy. I think that they've changed the title from Invasion to Showdown because the United States is about to be invaded. That's what I think. That's exactly what the fuck I think. But I really want to talk about that though. Russ, no shit. You a Midwest boy like me? Oh, oh, finally. Hold up, everybody. Hold up. There's no bells and whistles here. We just straight raw dogging it. Uh, so just pretend that I got a big old flashy graphic and a cool little jingle to introduce my boy. Y'all know and love this guy probably more than me. My friend, my brother from another mother, the bro from the OKC, the one, the only, Big O Gaming. Otis Hennett.
What's
What's going on, my bro?
on? Bells and whistles.
Hold on. Now all I hear is Booker T, and I can't hear. I can barely hear you. And the other night I could hear you, and I could barely hear the wrestling. I gotta figure out what the.
You good, bro? You good? You
Try
good?
to talk Otis.
What's
Can
up,
you hear me?
everybody? What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Patrick? What's going on,
Can you hear me?
Russ? Scripts. What's going on, Scripts?
Turn your mic up.
Turn it up. How's that? I don't
I
want to
don't
do it
even know
that
how
way.
to change volume levels on stream. If you even can.
What's going on, everybody?
That's so weird. Why can't I hear Otis? Can y'all hear Otis? I mean, I can barely hear him. He sounds like he's like in another room in the house. He sounds super far away. Hang on, let me close the match. Let me Is there volume levels on StreamYard? Does anybody know? I don't feel like there
No,
is. If there is,
no,
I've never
it's
messed
not.
with them, so I
It's
feel
not.
like you should be the same no matter what.
It's not.
Say again?
No, it's not. There's no volume control on StreamYard.
It says edit mic settings for Sir Big O, and I see the little mic level, but it won't let me grab it and move it. It's just directly in the middle. Oh, automatically adjust mic volume. There we go. Talk again, Otis?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, everybody?
Yeah, something's going on with the audio. You don't sound like you normally do. I don't know if it's your end or my end. For shits and gigs, you want to just leave and try to rejoin? See if that fixes it?
Um, yeah,
Can you
sure,
hear
sure,
me
sure.
okay? Do I sound fucked up or distorted or low at all to you?
No, you sound perfectly fine.
Okay, yeah, so that's weird. Normally I hear you louder than the wrestling, and I can't tell what's going on in wrestling because it's so the levels are so off, and it's so quiet for wrestling. Today, for whatever reason, it's the opposite. The match was so loud I couldn't even hear what you were saying when you first came in. I had to actually close the match out. So I don't know.
Let me refresh real quick.
Sorry, everybody. I don't have any idea what's going on with the sound. The lovely digital world we live in where nothing stays consistent. Otis. If Otis can hear me, I feel like what we need to do in the future is we need to... sound check before we go live. Make sure everything's good before we go live so this shit don't happen while we're live, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still quiet. Yeah. Maybe it's my headset. Hold on. How's your day, bro? It's been fucking one I'd like to forget over here.
Man, it's been crazy, man. One of my puppies got out and was scared as shit, and then I found him up under my car. So
what happened to your car?
No, one of my puppies got out. Bray had got out while they was outside doing the puppy business, and he ended up under my car. He was like scared as shit. So,
how many puppies you got?
I had to do that. And I got 2. I got Bailey and Bray.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, it was cool. Cool little day. I had to run a few errands and stuff, and I haven't really eaten nothing all day, so I definitely have to eat some food.
Bro, I was texting you, and then you said you had just got home. I was like, you know what? I just realized I haven't eaten shit. I was like, and I'm normally like 5 minutes anyway, but I'm like, I can't even go live on time. I have to cook something to eat before I go live. Otherwise, it's going to be another like 3 hours from now.
Right.
So I started to cook some ramen and egg real quick. I thought I was 20 minutes late. I come to start my stream. I was only 2 minutes late. I must have made ramen faster than I've ever made it before or some shit. So I was only a couple minutes late, but I was like, damn. I mean, I ate my ramen on stream, but Wrestling Russ, you getting a new puppy on the 17th? Let's go. Yeah. You want an old dog too to go with your new puppy? I got one. You can just have her.
An old dog to go with the new puppy. A playmate.
You want to go to a new home? Not as much as I want you to. Yeah, no. I discovered as a kid, we had one dog, and when my parents brought the dog home, he was only a year old, but he was a black lab, so he was goddamn as big as I was.
Holy crap. Okay.
My parents get out the car. Guess what? We got you guys. I'm in the yard catching snakes. I've been home from school. I got beat up at school by the bullies. I was out on the soccer field. They were playing soccer. They kicking the ball at me. They hit me in the face with the ball so hard it shattered my glasses. I had a big gash under my eye from it. 5 o'clock in the evening, talking about, oh, we got something for you. We got something for you. Okay, what? Now, we drove a little shitty 2-door Nissan Sentra. So you had to open the door and then move the driver's seat forward to get to the back seat. So my dad pulls the door open, pulls the seat forward, and out comes charging this giant-ass black lab. Makes a beeline right for me. This dog hits me right in my stomach and knocks me flat on my ass within seconds. I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? My parents are like, this is your new puppy. I'm looking around like, I don't see the motherfucking puppy. Where's the puppy?
Puppy? Be like, puppy?
I'm like, is this some kind of sick joke? I'm expecting my mom to go back into the car, like pull the puppy out of her purse or something. I'm like, where's the actual puppy? No, that's the puppy. Okay, well, maybe I've been lied to, or maybe I haven't understood this whole time. What I thought a puppy was, this is a goddamn grown-ass dog that's been fully trained, mind you. Now.
Oh, God. I got to put my food down. Hold on.
The story ends up... The story with my dog is a positive one because it turns out that it was actually a good thing that he was older and already trained.
Right.
He ended up being like the most amazing pet ever, to the point where when we had to put him down, that's pretty much when my heart closed off to pets. And I hadn't really had a pet of my own until I got this creature behind me.
Right.
My dog, when I was a kid, my black lab, his name was Duke, right? So for whatever reason, this girl I was dating back in the late 90s, we had this idea. We loved pugs. I've always liked pugs, and she liked pugs too. I'm like, dope, that's great. So we had planned on getting a pug. Well,
Right.
we didn't last long enough in our relationship to see that happen, but I still always carried that dream of wanting a black pug. So I got my opportunity to get a black pug, and when I got her, because my black lab was named Duke and she was a female, I decided to name her Duchess. So Duke and Duchess, right? They go
Right.
together. So that's where her name came from. But she ended up being completely the polar opposite of my dog as a kid. I had to I've had to retrain this dog so many times to do basic functions, and finally it's just like, yeah, her motherboard's faulty, bro. Like
It happens though,
I'm
bro.
just gonna have to upgrade when she finally craps out. It's either upgrade or just don't buy a new PC. And I think having this run with a dog as an adult that it's gone nothing like I remember my dog being as a kid. Yeah, I'm probably done with pets after her. I don't see myself getting another pet.
I feel you.
I got a picture of my dog Duke up in my bedroom still to this day. And not that I don't love Duchess, but it's not the same feeling.
The fact.
And I thought I'd be able to have that same feeling with Duchess or another pet, and I don't think I ever will. So, yeah, I think I'm done. I lost my golden female 5 weeks ago, and my male is depressed. Luckily, I am getting a grandbaby of my male and late female.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a second. Did your female and your male have babies before the female died?
Sorry for your loss too, bro.
Yeah, because that's insane. If she had the babies before she passed, and then you get one.
What is Ethan Page yelling at? The system?
Did you see the beginning of NXT?
I did. Yeah, I did see that. Oh, Mustafa.
Yeah, Ethan Page is cutting a promo right now. Did you see how they changed Invasion to Showdown because of Israel?
Yeah.
What are we doing, dude? What
Remember,
world are we living
we
in?
talked about it. Well, me and you, we talked off camera yesterday, and that was mentioned, and we explained, well, we kind of went over the reasons why and stuff. I wasn't expecting Santino to really come out there and announce it. Well, I guess it's good for him to come out there and announce the show, but we knew that was going to happen. I think we all.
I actually didn't think WWE would do it. I thought they'd be like, whatever, no one's talking about that. Like, why would we change the name? And they actually did it.
Yeah.
Well, Mustafa Ali has returned home.
Yeah, this is his first time back in NXT since he left, right?
Yeah. Yeah, since he became up on the main roster and then left the company. He's in that god awful fucking faction.
Yeah. And I think no mercy. I was promised like North American championship match. And my dream was on the horizon, but Mr. Page that day the signs in the front.
Mustafa.
I got a phone call.
Really? Did he?
So when we get to 6, this is the mark we're going to talk about. You might have someone with the ears that want to hear it. But the man, I don't know what kind of man you take before you think that I was wanting to bring it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to try for a championship match. I'm going to politics for it. I will. Huh. What I did, like, you got to go to the I'm supposed to be,
Okay. Mustafa's so good, bro.
He is. He is.
I mean, when I first laid eyes on him in the Cruiserweight Classic, he was one of the guys I picked to like be a jobber and to go home right away. I did not pick him to have a career in wrestling, and he's done a hell of a job for himself.
You know what? This is a great sport. Trying out reserves, 2 years in the making. You're trying to find what you never could. Next Tuesday, I'm going to get you. I'm going to. But don't worry, I'm not going to call you on the phone to fire you. But what I will do is wish you your best in your future endeavors. Oh. That's gonna be a match. That's gonna be a banger of a match.
Everybody keeps telling Ethan Page to shut up. I keep hearing people yell, "Shut up!"
Did you guys hear the crowd chant Tony Fumble?
For Ricky?
Yeah, they said Tony Fumble.
Tony didn't fumble. He's still fumbling. He's still in the process of fumbling. Like the ball's still bouncing in between those hands. Oh shit! Get him! Oh. Okay. I want to see this match now for sure. Yeah, Mustafa Ali versus Ethan Page. Sign me the fuck up. That's gonna be a banger.
I'm going to start the good society with them and see. That's cute, Lola, but that last spot is going to be.
Who the fuck is that? Kendall Gray.
Oh, there go Laney Reed. Laney Reed is dressing kind of skin clad, so she might have been the person that took out Lola Vice. Hey, they go Thea Hale. I love me some Thea Hale.
There's Lola.
I think they're gonna cook next week. I think they're gonna cook next
Who
week.
the fuck is that? Is that a dude?
Who?
I don't know who half of these chicks are. Are we not talking about who attacked Lola Vice? Are we just gonna ignore that? Who is the black chick? What's her name? I've never seen her before in my life.
I probably didn't see her.
I have no idea who that was. Bro. That's crazy. So Invasion or Showdown is next week on Tuesday?
Yep.
So it's not a PLE or it is?
No, it's not. It's just a TV special.
Okay.
Kind of like how AEW does Beach Break and
like Fighter Fest and shit.
Fighter Fest, yeah.
Yeah. They just use an old pay-per-view logo to do a regular weekly show.
Yeah.
Oh, still, I think there's going to be some good matches with TNA. I really like the collaboration of. It doesn't really feel like a collaboration of NXT and TNA to me though, because I feel like they moved a bunch of NXT kids over to TNA and then they made up this collaboration. So I feel like it's just like almost an extension of NXT.
Yeah. It's definitely an extension. I mean, it could be looked both
like
ways.
Kaylani Jordan is
TNA
WWE, Mustafa Ali is WWE. A bunch of those people over there came from WWE, so I'm like, do we even need a TNA?
She's from LFG. That you talking about the black chick? Is that you talking about the Olympic, the Olympian, the Olympic gold medalist?
I have no idea who she is.
I forgot her name, but she got cakes. She got some cakes on. She teamed up with Tavion Heights. I think that's who y'all talking about. I believe.
She was standing there right behind Laney Reed, and I'm like, does anybody know?
Yeah, I probably saw her for like a brief second.
Does everybody watch LFG? I've never watched a fucking episode of that shit.
I still haven't watched it. It's on A&E, and I just don't get A&E anywhere.
Even if it was on a channel I watch. I don't know that I'd watch it on a regular basis. That's the show that the judges are on, like Undertaker and shit, right?
Yeah, Bully Ray, Undertaker.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that show, bro. That's like, people have an issue with the whole, what's the TV show where it lets you backstage? Wall. Yeah, what's the show where they go backstage?
Talking about Unreal? Yeah.
Now, that's a gimmick. I don't really feel like that's breaking the fourth wall. That show is making you think they're breaking the fourth wall, but they're still kayfabing it, and they're just letting you see a little bit of extra footage from this wannabe gorilla position that's not even like a gorilla position anymore. It's just a canopy over. They're sitting out in the stage by the crowd, and it's just a canopy over it. It's not like a gorilla position like how it used to be back in the day. So I feel like the LFG show is, I don't want to watch that. I feel like that's
Evolve. I used to cover Evolve. I used to, like Thursdays, I used to cover Evolve. But my schedule changed and everything, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
Plus, who's going to tune in to watch you cover Evolve if nobody's watching Evolve?
I mean, hell, I had people up in there. You know,
Did people watch it?
There. Yeah.
I've not heard anybody talk about it. I don't know a single. I know Wendy Chu, that's it. But that's because she used to be in NXT, and I don't know why they moved her to Evolve. But
yeah, that's where your Kendall Grays come from. That's where. What's her name? From American Alpha. Maxine Dupree. No, Maxine Dupree. Her boyfriend is a wrestler in Evolve.
Maxine Dupree has a boyfriend in Evolve?
Yeah, it's Harlem Lewis. That's his name. Harlem Lewis.
The Hardys!
Oh, yeah. Matt and Jeff. The TNA Tag Team Champions. Chips.
One last time. I don't see Bully Ray and Devon doing a whole lot in the match, bro. I really don't. They've been gone for too long. NXT. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. How in the fuck of all wrestlers are the Hardy Boys in 2025 still fucking wrestling, bro? Is that not just mind-boggling or what? It kind of is. Man, this guy starts tagging Stephanie Vaquera, and all of a sudden he gets TV time. He's politicking himself very well. You think Vince would have given this guy a second look based off of his disability? I don't.
I think Vince would give him a good chance because of how he looks.
I think Vince would have looked at him and told him he was a wannabe Randy Orton and sent him on his way. Otis, you see how it says your name? Can you change that, or do I have to change that for you?
Oh, I change it. I'll change it.
That's crazy because when I'm on your channel, it won't let me change my own.
Why? That's weird.
I don't know. I don't have the option to.
It's like
wait, Papa Shango again. I'm getting tired of this dude. I see this guy every fucking week, and I don't have any idea why. I don't think he's that good.
Good old Josh Briggs, huh?
I feel like he's mimicking other wrestlers in the ring. I feel like he tries to act like Baron Corbin too much. I feel like he thinks he's like fucking Diesel or something. Big sexy. Tricky Ricky.
Okay, Miles Bourne is going to fly.
Are they chanting what I think they're chanting? Are they chanting anybody over Briggs? Anybody over Briggs? Over Briggs, anybody over Briggs. I'm pretty sure that's what they were chanting. That's crazy. See, Booker T just compared him to Randy Orton. He looks exactly like him. my bro.
Yo.
Give me your reaction. Your reaction to the news that I think in the month of October they announced that Sting's son's going to have his first match.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
He's making his pro wrestling debut. I forget where he's doing it. It's not going to be like obviously on like one of the major promotions yet, but
no, I did not know that.
I guess the event that he's performing at is at some art gallery that's mixing wrestling with art somehow. But yeah, what's his name? Is his name also Steve Borden? I think his son's name is Steve Borden also, but
I couldn't tell you Sting's son's
I saw that
name.
tweet last night and I was like, good. That just kind of made me smile. One thing I'm kind of happy about, like everybody was bummed out that Sting never really got a true chance in WWE, right?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it was for the best in terms of, you know how many tragedies we've seen in wrestling over the years? It's kind of, you know, Sting ended up having a nice long career and got to ride off into the sunset. We're now getting that with John Cena. A lot of time we don't get someone that we grew up watching or that we love to watch for 20 plus years riding off into the sunset. They either die tragically or they get fired. They leave the business. There's very rarely do we see a guy get to play out a whole career and then retire into the sunset. So I'm glad at least that we can say that about Sting. I'm glad that he stayed alive. I'm glad that everybody loves him like they do. I'm glad that he didn't have no bad tragedy. He wasn't like a tragedy story. Like now his sons are grown up and now his sons are following in his footsteps. It's just it's a good feel good story, man. I like it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Miles Orton, Randy Bourne. People were comparing Kyle Fletcher to Randy Orton.
Miles Orton.
And now you look at Miles Bourne. Who's more close to Randy Orton, Kyle Fletcher or Miles Bourne? To me, no doubt it's Miles Bourne.
Wouldn't that be crazy if Josh Briggs slammed Miles Bourne so hard his hearing came back?
That's crazy.
Oh my God. It's a fucking miracle.
The whole match is stopped and here's like, thank you.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Man, believe it or not, man, the NBA is pretty much back, man. We got 2 weeks before preseason starts. My OKC Thunder is ready to defend their NBA championship.
I thought Raw was a waste of time. I didn't care for Raw last night.
Dude.
It was just like a.
It
wasn't the worst Raw I ever saw, but it was goddamn felt just like I didn't really need to waste my time watching it.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think me and Hooli was talking about so much other shit that we actually kind of forgot Raw was even on.
But like, to be fair, Otis, when Raw has our attention,
25-30 minutes talking about
we're doing more watching than talking. I was not interested in nothing they had to offer last night, bro.
That's true.
I wanted to.
Yeah,
that's why I tuned in. But if they don't give me nothing, it's like, fuck.
But hell, like we was talking about so much other shit. And that's probably why the 2.5 hours flew by so damn fast. Because we weren't necessarily
I felt like
watching
Raw was like 30 minutes long.
We watched like bits and pieces of it, but we were talking about so much other shit.
Sometimes it gets like that, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see? I couldn't even believe my eyes when I saw it today, bro. I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Whatever my eyes see is something different than the rest of the world sees, I guess. But
Yeah.
I swear, and I can't even believe I'm about to say this. I'm scrolling on YouTube looking for something to watch, and I see Chris Van Vliet, and I'm like, cool. I click on it. This motherfucker is interviewing Santi Zap.
Yeah, talking about content creation stuff. And
I had to fucking click off on that.
And shout out to Phil, man. Phil was like, "Oh, it's a must watch." Like, I don't, man.
Shout out to
man, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci on that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I love me
Phil's
some
my
CVV,
brother.
but I did not. I'm like, what is he out of content? Is he out of content ideas? 'Cause I just thought, well, why is he interviewing a TikTok reactor?
I mean, hell, he interviewed JD, so why not?
Yeah, but that was so long ago, and there wasn't all these reactors around. You know what I mean? And JD's like a legit presence. Like I feel like these TikTok reactors, they're just regular people. Like, why is Van Vliet interviewing them like they're somebody? What is he gonna have on next week? Wheezy Blonde Man? I bet he is.
Denise Salcedo.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's probably going to be the lowest watched episode.
I thought Chris Van Vliet, that was my exact first thought. I was like, he's run out of people to talk to, bro. He's gone through them all. He's now gotten to the bottom of the barrel, and he's interviewing TikTok reactors. Crazy. But that also tells me that Santi's app is doing good. He must have a TikTok agency that he goes through. Everybody that's a somebody on TikTok, 9 times out of 10 has an agency. They don't tell you that, though.
Nah.
They don't tell you that. They make you think like, hey, you can just turn on your TikTok and go, you got the chance, you could be famous one day. And everybody's like, oh. Then you see other people get famous and you're like, wow, that can happen. And then you find out like years down the road, oh no. They had an agent and they had a bunch of people behind them and a whole team and all kinds of shit behind the scenes working, promoting and stuff. Where is my pen at?
Oh, what? Whoa! Whoa!
1, 2. Kick out by Briggs. Miles Bourne. No. Showed it. I just want to say, I haven't watched a second of NFL this year. But man, that was a gruesome injury that Tyreek Hill suffered last night.
Yeah.
Man, when I saw that, I was like, if you've ever cooked chicken, chat, and you cooked a piece of chicken where the thigh and the leg were attached, and you went to twist the leg off, that's exactly what happened to Tyreek Hill's leg last night, bro. Except it wasn't from the hip; it was from the knee down, and it looked like it got twisted all the way around and pulled off, bro. I never seen nothing like that.
Chelsea's husband. Chelsea's husband. Chelsea's husband.
I don't see Matt Cardona.
So Miles Bourne finisher is called Born Again, and it's basically the zigzag.
He's got the spinal tattoo like Seth Rollins, and he's got the sleeve tattoo like Randy Orton. You can tell he probably grew up being a fan of these dudes.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona came and interfered by showing his presence, and that cost Josh Briggs the match somehow.
Yeah. That he did.
Matt Cardona is jacked, man. His arms are huge. Holy shit. I didn't realize Matt Cardona's arms were that big. What the fuck? He needs to be back in the mix in WWE if you ask me. Look at him. That's Matt Cardona? That's Zack Ryder looking like that?
Oh, no.
What in the fuck? Williams is going to try to fight everybody on his team. Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. His arms are pretty big too. Shit.
Hooley's 100th subscriber, Joe Hendry.
Facts. Did you see the rumors floating around today that John Cena's final opponent's going to be Joe Hendry?
Nah, I can't be, man. I truly want to be Gunther. I truly want to be Gunther.
I don't think Gunther needs the rub. I think Joe Hendry would, someone like a Joe Hendry would need more of the rub from John Cena than Gunther. Gunther's bulletproof. He ain't going nowhere.
I think Gunther is definitely bulletproof.
I think it would be a better match.
I think Joe Hendry. Well, what do you think about The Miz being one of? Because they're making a big roar on social media about The Miz too.
I said before you joined, I said we need at least one more interaction. They've been going back to John Cena's old little gimmicks, his little interactions with the superstars over the years, like the Raw and Truth. Well, then that means we're going to have to see him have an interaction with Santino one more time. John Cena. He's going to have to do the John Cena one more time. Yeah, and we've been seeing TNA Santino on TNA and NXT lately. I'm like, if and Joe Hendry was affiliated with TNA, even though he just left. I can see Santino representing Joe Hendry maybe as his comes out with him, representing TNA to face John Cena.
But let me tell you something, John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena.
You still have now.
I know. We need Dr. Thugonomics, John Cena, and then we need Santino promo with those two one final time. We have to.
One final time, yeah. At least a promo. At least a promo. At least a promo.
What am I watching? What are these commercials in Europe?
I like. How do you feel about that, Hooli? At least one promo, one good legendary promo between those two. How would you feel about that?
I have to hear Santino come out and just call him John Cena one more time and do the whole Cobra, do the whole thing. Like we have to, bro. That was like a huge thing back then.
I would love that so much.
Just like all the interactions that R-Truth had with him over the years. That was like a big part of his interactions with Santino were legendary.
That was. I would love that so much.
I know, Russ. We have to have the Doctor one more time, bro. And we're running out of time. That's the problem. They fucked it all up. They had John Cena be heel for too long.
You have a big man of John Cena.
And then the way they turned him back, babyface didn't. It was like a bailout. It was like they realized they fucked up and they bailed out and reverted back to
good old babyface, tried and true John Cena.
Yeah, man. What a bummer of a it's been a disaster of a retirement run for John Cena this year, I feel like. There's been some good moments.
And I don't care what anybody's saying. I'm still blaming The Rock. I'm still blaming The Rock for all of it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm blaming Dwayne for all of it. I ain't. You have a big mouth, John Cena.
You have a very big mouth, John Cena. Fucking Santino is goated, bro. He was legitimate. Him and R-Truth probably were the two only guys that legitimately did comedy wrestling that made me actually legitimately laugh. Because you know how cringy comedy wrestling can be, especially when someone like The Miz tries it and it's all forced and just garbage.
Yeah.
There was something so natural about the way Santino did it that he would just pull it off so effortlessly. His mispronunciation of people's names and shit was absolutely great.
I remember the promo where who was that? It was Santino Marella. It was what was his name? Was it Ludwig Borg? No, not Ludwig. He looks like Ludwig Borga, but I forgot his name back in the day. But it was those two. They were like partners. And Santino had like this little British suit on with a bowler hat on, and he had Sheamus in the ring. And he called Sheamus a ginger.
He called Sheamus a ginger?
He might have a little aggression because, yeah, I think he might have a little aggression because the kids wouldn't come out and play with you because you were a ginger. And I thought that was hilarious.
I'm trying to think of who looked like Ludwig Borga.
I'm trying to think of his name. It was it Vladimir?
Oh, Kozlov?
Kozlov, thank you. Vladimir Kozlov. Oh, yeah, I remember Santino and Emma.
Yeah, Santino and Emma, and then Santino and Beth Phoenix.
They were fun. Santino is just that guy, man. He was just that guy.
I love Santino and Beth Phoenix.
Santino was just that guy, man.
Where are they at? Are they in Seattle? I feel like every city has a giant Ferris wheel now.
I think they are in Seattle. They're in your hometown, man.
And they jumped Jasmine Nick out without any explanation and just moved on immediately.
True, facts.
They need a third girl. And I was thinking that was going to end up being who attacked Lola Vice, but
I think it will be. I think whoever attacked Lola Vice is going to show their face in this match right here.
JC Jane is like
thank you, Patrick. Holy, could you highlight the cakes for me, please? There we go. Yes.
Yeah, cakes for days. I mean, Lola Vice, JC Jane, Alan Henley.
Alan Henley got some beautiful cakes, but not as beautiful as Lola
I'd probably drink her bath
water. Good job, cameraman. Good job, cameraman.
Does JC Jane make it on the main roster? I feel like she can if they book her properly. If they just leave her to the Wolves now. But they must see her something in her. She's been the NXT Women's Champion all year.
Holy. I don't think Russ ever heard that idea that we came up with when it came to JC Jane. At the time, it was an idea that looked like it might have been reality. Had what's the name had won the NXT Championship, but so we was talking about how do you bring JC Jane up to the main roster, and Judgment Day is pretty much the common denominator in all of this.
Because like the new Bullet Club, right?
Yeah. Judgment Day is basically WWE's Bullet version of.
Like if you need somebody to get over, you don't have an idea of what you want to do with them by themselves. Just stick them in the faction.
But JC Jane would make a great addition to the Judgment Day, and this is how it would happen. You got Liv that's out right now, and you know how in the beginning when Roxanne came into Judgment Day and Raquel was kind of dissed at this, and oh, let's talk to Liv. Let's ask Liv. Do you think Liv will be like, okay? She hasn't been doing that lately. So now you got Roxanne and Raquel closer than ever. Maybe even closer than Raquel and Liv has been. So what if when Liv returns, she gets out of a limo or a nice Continental, Lincoln Continental or whatever.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Yes, we did. And then she gets out the car, and then Jason Jane comes out the car with Liv.
Yeah, because that's what I said I thought was going to happen, right? When Liv comes back, she's not only going to be pissed off at and have beef with Roxanne Perez, she's going to be pissed at Raquel. Because Raquel's gotten really buddy-buddy. And yeah.
And she's
so I don't think she's coming back by herself. I don't think she's coming back by herself, bro. I don't.
Yeah, and she's going to be mad at everyone in the Judgment Day.
I feel like we haven't heard back with a new backup plan. Yeah.
So, and if you notice on Monday Night Raw, when Liv first got hurt, every week for at least about 4 weeks, it's always been about, oh, I don't think Liv would like this. I don't think Liv this. I don't think. Dom used to have the picture of Liv in the clubhouse on Raw for Judgment Day. You don't even see that no more. So Huli came up with the scenario that Liv comes back and she is giving everybody in the Judgment Day a side eye because, oh, you haven't called me, you haven't checked up on me, you haven't seen how I was doing, but you know
nothing about Liv.
Nothing.
Dom hasn't talked about her. I mean, he said something about her a couple of weeks ago. Was like he briefly mentioned her, but like overall, like her condition and what the state of where she's at and things like that, they're not talking about her. So I guarantee you, she's coming back with somebody and with a different backup, and then Raquel's going to be like, "Well, who the fuck is this bitch?" Type of deal.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100%, 100%, and that's such good. Me and Huli can write Monday Night Raw.
I feel like Liv Morgan coming back to the main roster with JC Jane in her corner would. I like that idea a lot.
That would be, dude. And you know what?
I don't know.
How about you basically, if you want to bring Fallon Henley up too, to kind of back up Liv Morgan with JC Jane, I'm fine with that too. That'll be the new fatal. That's how you can get Fatal Attraction on Monday Night Raw. Or Fatal Influence on Monday Night Raw.
Look at Lola Vice, man. My God.
Dude, I can't look at Lola like that.
Do you want to move them hips? Just sit in my lap, please? I'd like that. Oh, sorry. Papa H is just fucking snap out of it, bro.
Yeah, you want her
I just saw them hips start moving left and right. I was like,
you want her to sit on your Seattle Space Needle, don't you, Hulu?
Oh, she can come move them hips on. Yeah, Papa H is Space Needle anytime, bro. Yeah. Aussie. Oi. 5 in the morning, chat. I gotta be up at 5 in the fucking morning to watch Crown Jewel, and then at 5 in the morning 2 days later to watch Raw from Australia. 5 a.m. 7 a.m. for you in the Midwest.
It'll be 6 o'clock here in the Central Time, the Central Zone. So
no, it'll be 7.
I'm at No, wait. What time did it say to come on?
5 Pacific, 7 Central.
7 Central. So yeah, it'll be 7 here, and it'll be 8 o'clock on the East Coast.
I'll be 7 o'clock ain't bad. It's early, but 5 o'clock is fucked because I don't get to sleep until like 3 a.m. And remember, we was talking last night when they were in Perth for Elimination Chamber last year. Bro, we pulled an all-nighter and stayed up. I don't ever want to do that again. I felt so fucked. But if I don't go to sleep till 3, I don't know how I'm going to be up in time to cover the show at 5 a.m. So I might have to pull an all-nighter again, which I'm not looking forward to.
Do you remember? Hey, I still got that video when we did.
Patrick Palmer says I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. to come hang out with you, Huli. All right, it's all good, bro. You're not on the West Coast either.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say that literally. He said he's not waking up at 5 in the morning to watch wrestling, but I turned it into to hang out with me because I'll be.
I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
Hell yeah.
Because hell, why not? Why the hell?
I like watching wrestling earlier because then I have my whole rest. I don't like. I think it was all the years that I wasted watching Raw and SmackDown when I had my son with me, and I would come away from watching those shows feeling like, damn, that was 3 hours I just didn't pay attention to my kid. Like, I mean, I would pay attention to him to a point, but I'm watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just sitting there with the TV off, like doing something focused on him. And I would start to feel guilty after that over the years until I finally just said enough is enough and stopped watching. But I don't know. I feel like I like watching wrestling earlier in the day because I don't like it taking up my evenings and my nights.
Well, well, hell, if you don't really feel like going live, you can I'm going to be live streaming it. So you most definitely can come hang out with me. Hey, we all could be in our robes again, man. We could all be in our robes again.
I'm trying to remember what I wore because I don't have a robe. So what was I wearing? Was I just in my boxers and a tank top? I don't remember.
I'll send you the video.
Was I on your channel or were we on Rob's channel?
We was on my channel. It was Elimination Chamber. When it was in Perth, Australia. And Tiffany
it was me and Midmo,
amazing, right? Yeah. And
I can't believe it's been that long since they've been to Australia.
Yeah, and Little Montana was there with us. He was in his
role. Oh, Little Montana, holy shit. Where's he been at? Is he still on Rob's channel?
Do nobody know where he's at?
He just disappeared, huh?
But I do have him on Snapchat, so he's trying to get, his computer is down, so he doesn't really have a legit way to hop on stream and
I feel
say what's up to everybody. So, but I've been chopping it up with him. I think I hit him up like last week. So, he's a Washington Commanders fan, so I gotta poke the bear, if you will.
Wrestling Russ, I would love to sit in with you guys Russ, we can probably make that happen, bro. I ask usually all the time when I go solo. I tend to stay away from the 3-man booths because doing the 3-man booth a lot last year, I felt like it's too many talking heads. And it's too hard for everybody to get their viewpoints out, and there's not enough time for everybody to get their shit in.
And some people like to just drag on their viewpoint for 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, it could be a little hectic. They definitely can for a 3-man booth.
But yeah, Russ, I'll have you on anytime, bro. When I'm solo. Yeah, I don't know if you've been in my chat when I've asked if anybody, because sometimes when Otis is, if it's not like a scheduled thing where I have somebody or Otis isn't scheduled to be on, sometimes I'll just ask if anybody wants to pop up on the box and like shoot the shit with me or whatever. But nobody ever has, because I think people are shy and don't want to be on camera and stuff. Which you don't have to be on camera if you don't want either. You can just put your mic on. It don't matter. I think that's what Rage does sometimes when she goes live with Otis. She'll just be on her microphone because she don't like being on the camera.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But for sure, sometimes I don't like just. Sometimes I like
next
just
week
having
is
my
gonna bang, bro. The Hardys versus
Dark State.
The next week at Showdown, the Dark State versus the Hardys for title. Then you got Mustafa Ali versus Ethan Page. All Ego Ethan Page for the North American Championship.
So it's Invasion. So Hardys versus Dark State means that the Dudley Boys are going to interfere in that match. You know that, right? Dudley Boys are 100% interfering in that match.
Yeah, they got to, because Bound for Glory, Hardys and Dudleys for the tag.
Yeah, they're 100% interfering in that shit. NXT Showdown. Just looking at that stupid word that they changed from Invasion to Showdown and why they did it really pisses me off, Otis. I'm not going to lie. Remember when America was America and we didn't take no shit from nobody and we did whatever the fuck we wanted? You're ahead of me!
I gotta exit that out. There we go.
What is he saying about?
Oh, it was a commercial. It was a commercial I had saw.
I'm still on. I still haven't gotten a commercial yet. Yeah, we're getting Showdown's gonna be dope.
Man, it's gonna be fire.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Russ. When I'm not on the
Here
show,
she is again.
I'll be honored if you took my spot when I'm not on the show, bro.
People talk shit on Ethan because they fucked him up in AEW. That's why. And he didn't have his best work in AEW. If you knew who Ethan Page was outside of AEW, then you knew how good he was.
Oh, he was great. He was absolutely amazing outside.
Okay, I'm starting to think that scripts might be right. Bouncy.
Yeah, Laney Reed, man, Laney Reed. She can fill out the mask.
She might be the one that attacked Lola Vice. She keeps popping up in these segments.
Yeah, I figured it might have been Mandy Rose, but it looks like it was.
Now, talk about somebody I wouldn't have guessed that WWE would be high on just based off of his body type and his whole overall look. He looks more like an indie wrestler than a WWE wrestler to me. So this guy's been probably one of my surprise breakouts of 2025, to be honest.
Yeah, he's absolutely. Ethan Page is absolutely the best heel in NXT. Absolutely, by far the best heel on NXT.
Javon Evans is yeah. He caught me
did you check that out? Did you check? You got Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Leon Slater won the X Division Championship at Slammiversary.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I did a live stream for Slammiversary out of nowhere. I just up and did a Slammiversary live stream. I said that Leon Slater and Javon Evans would be a banger of a X Division Championship match. Big time.
And that's what we're getting, right?
No, it's gonna be a tag match. It's gonna be Leon Slater.
Oh, it's Trick Williams and Javon and everybody. Yeah, yeah. Fuck. Survivor Series style.
No. That's next week. That's next week. But right now, it's just a tag match. It's Leon Slater and Javon Evans versus the Colin, Nico Collins and Sean Spears.
Oh, got you. Yeah, Ethan's a good Ethan Page. I liked him even in AEW because I knew of him before, and then just watching him. He was so cringe. They made him so cringe-worthy in AEW. I couldn't watch him. It pissed me off because I'm like, they're ruining this dude. And I'm sure he was cringing every time he had to talk and say that god-awful garbage. Like what they did with him in Scorpio Sky was like,
I love that.
Huh?
I love that. Him and Scorpio Sky. I actually like that combination. But
no, I like the combo. I'm just saying what they did with the two of them. I didn't understand the direction. Yeah. It was like they fucked both of them up.
Yes.
They should have been higher than mid-carders.
They absolutely should have been. They screwed them up big time. Big time. Tony fumbled yet again. Excuse me.
Have you seen the viral video of the power slap that's going on over in Japan?
I think I might have glanced at it.
It is scantily clad women, like wearing thong bikinis, and they are slapping their ass cheeks, bro. It is the only power slap I want to watch. I'm not even joking. I'm like, why isn't Dana White putting this on our TVs, bro?
Hold on,
they do not give a fuck about sexism in Japan. Everybody understands their roles, right? As men and women. Hey, man, women want to see naked men, and men want to see scantily clad women. I don't have any problem if women are willing to sign up to wear a bikini and have other women smack their bare ass. I will watch. I will fucking watch. Why? Because I'm sexist? No, because I'm a fucking human man. That's why. That's why. And I'm sorry, sue me, but I like me some ass and titties. That's just how it is, you know. But sign me up. I don't know what that show's called, but cheeks clap. Well, I don't know. But them girls were literally bent over, and you just had these perfectly shaped ass cheeks just getting smacked. Russ, man, I'm old school, bro. I'm a Gen Xer. Oh, actually, technically a Zennial, which is a pocket in between Gen X and millennials. So, but technically I'm a Gen Xer. You know, this world that we live in nowadays is not the same place I was raised in. It's not, our society is not the society that I grew up being influenced by. They did a good job. They did a real number mentally on the Gen X generation. They really fucked our brains up and told us that, you know, everything was pretty much say and do as you please. And now they're trying to make teach old dogs new tricks. And I'm sorry, it's too late for me for all that. And you're not going to change, you know, everybody uses tricky words. And yeah, you can look at it as sexism, but you can also look at it as, hey, men were meant to be attracted to women and vice versa, depending on your belief system. If you don't believe it, fine, go argue with the wall. I don't care. But in the Bible, it says Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. So that's what I'm going by, okay? So if you're going by that alone, is it really sexist for a man to be attracted to a woman and talk about it? I didn't grow up in a society like that. I grew up in a world where women were barely clothed on covers of magazines at the checkout of the grocery store. You had your Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. You had the magazine section where you could buy all the naughty magazines. You know, then once Sports Illustrated got popular, then other magazine brands like Vogue and like, you know, all the big names started putting scantily clad women on their magazines and this and that. So I grew up in a generation of appreciating the beauty physically of a woman. There's nothing wrong with appreciating the beauty of a woman. There's not. And nobody in this punk ass society that we live in now is going to make me feel like I'm doing something dirty or like I'm a pervert or like I'm sexist. No, man, I'm a grown ass man and I love women, bro. So what?
Yeah, that was a point that I was going to make on Monday, yesterday on Monday night. I know. We made it look like that we thirsting or sipping over these ladies. We love women, man. We love women. They look good. They're great in the ring. We're just admiring all corners of their capabilities when it comes to this professional sport.
I want to run something by you. When we're watching the Attitude Era and we're 18 years old and we're watching Trish and Lita and the other ladies, they're the two most popular names, but all the women in that era. When we're talking to each other about it and we're watching the bra and panties matches and the mud wrestling in the pool and Jerry Lawler's wife, Kat, his ex-wife, pops her titties out on a pay-per-view and you see her nipples and shit and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Sable
with the hand pasties on her nipples, the hands. Tori Wilson, Dawn Marie. I can just go on for a while if you'd like me to. Candice Michelle, Eve Torres, Kelly. Rest in peace, Ashley Massaro. I mean, there's been so many of them. So when we're teenagers, when we're in our early 20s and we're like, man, that girl is so fine. Nobody's telling us we're perverted and sexist, right? But does time stop? No, time keeps going, so we continue to age. I can't do anything about that. I'm still the same guy that was appreciating the women back in the Attitude Era at the time that nobody had a problem with me saying that I thought was hot watching the match because I was 20 years old. But now that I'm 45, I'm watching a 25-year-old girl in the ring, and I'm like, damn. And then all of a sudden, I'm an old pervert. I don't accept that. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Yeah. It's kind of weak sauce. It's weak sauce.
I'm not going overboard. I'm not being like overtly sexual towards her in any way. I'm just like, damn, that girl is fine as fuck, man. You know, I'll make a comment like that or like look at the cheeks on that girl or something, like big deal.
And I like cake. So if I see a nice pair of cake on TV, a nice delicious cake on TV, I'm gonna say I like cakes.
I'm gonna ask if I can get me a slice.
Exactly.
I like cake. Can I get a slice? I'm not asking for the whole. I'm not trying to be greedy. I don't want to take the whole cake. If you want to give me the whole cake, I'll gladly I'll gladly take it, but I'm fine with just a piece, bro. You know, just a little sample size. I ain't greedy.
That's all, just a sample.
I'll savor just a little tiny morsel. Pause. Oh, you want to talk about a morsel? I don't know what I don't know why I can't stop looking at Izzy Dame the last couple of weeks, bro. Her face is fucking. I don't know what it is about that girl, but she's fucking pretty. She's pretty to me.
Izzy Dame is she is beautiful. Izzy Dame is beautiful.
I don't know how her wrestling is. I haven't really seen that much of her in-ring work, but looking at her right now is like, I mean, she's got the look part down pat. God damn. She's wearing black lace and shit. Even little goth, little psychopath looking Tatum Paxley's a Izzy Dame.
She's gonna pull out. She's gonna pull out the whips. She's gonna pull out the whips and chains on you.
Izzy Dame is my. She's like, if I had a type, it's her, bro. It's her. Her look, like how she dresses, like everything. That's my type.
So take that look and put it with Io.
Yeah, Io for me, Io's a thing for me because like traditionally I think in the last 5 years I've really come to appreciate Asian culture a lot more, which has had me notice Asian women for probably the first time in my life. I never really noticed them like that before the last few years.
True that. Now, I've always had a thing for Asuka. I thought Asuka without the makeup on, when Asuka's just in her.
Asuka's pretty too.
Habitat, she's beautiful. Like, oh my goodness, she's beautiful. I'm subscribed to her channel, that Kana-chan TV.
Yeah.
And dude, she is absolutely gorgeous for her age, and she takes care of herself, bro. She really.
Yeah, she's not. She looks a lot younger than she is. Isn't she in her 40s?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody even has a clue that Asuka's in her 40s.
I think. Hold on. Let me see.
She's either close to 40 or 40 or something.
Oh, let's see.
But see, Russ, that's the thing with me. I'm super picky when it comes to women.
She's 44.
Yeah, she's my age, bro. Isn't that crazy? Look at me, chat. Look at me. Look at this. Look at this shit. I gotta go use fucking Just for Men or Simpler or some shit to look like I'm normal. Asuka's my fucking age, bro.
I could never. If you were to ever
put Just for Men
on your face, I would not know who you were. I wouldn't even know it was you. If you put Just for Men on, I would never know it was you, bro.
I've had Just for Men on before when I've streamed. A couple times.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I guess I really ain't paid attention.
It's all good. But I'm just saying, like, I look like I'm mid-40s, if not older. Asuka, you would not have any clue. And in person, I bet she looks even younger in person. I bet in person you can't tell. I bet she looks like she's 25 in person.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, bro.
Wow, I didn't realize she was 44. I knew she was 40, but I didn't know she was 44. That's crazy. Candice LeRae yesterday just turned 40. I think in wrestling, 40, these people have... These wrestlers are taking care of themselves for longevity. This is not the 80s and the 90s where everybody's doing, like, Quaaludes and cocaine and getting drunk and in between matches and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wrestlers aren't dying off nearly as early as they used to. So, they're like 40 is like the new 30. It really is.
40 is like, yeah, you're right. I can see that. 40 is like the new 30. Yeah, I can see that. That's a good point.
Because 40, 10 years ago, we'd be like, yeah, nah, Vince ain't hiring them. Why would he when he could hire a 20-year-old? But these 20-year-olds, like Script said earlier, they're all about line memorization and ballet. They're not pro wrestling. So there's not so much wear and tear on their bodies. They can last longer and they look younger longer. But I kind of miss the ruggedness and the old, like, I miss when a wrestler just looked like a grown-ass man. And maybe that's because I was younger than the men wrestling back then. Now I'm older than all the guys wrestling, so it's weird. I feel like I'm watching kids, you know? Like young people.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
But certain people I watch, I can't tell how their age, you know? So if they're young, if I make a comment about them and they end up being like 22 and it seems like I'm a pervert, I'm sorry. I'm bad with guessing people's ages. I'm just stoked that we have so many females in wrestling that that are actually good in the ring. Sean Spears, it's weird seeing Sean Spears in a match. I haven't seen this guy wrestle in a really long time. And seeing him standing up there waiting for a tag is crazy. I missed the Perfect 10 days, man.
Oh, wow.
Perfect 10 was over. He was so over. Well, we can't bring him up to the main roster for the Royal Rumble. He'll outshine everybody with the Perfect 10 gimmick. Vince, it makes total sense. Bring him in as number 10. Duh. Well, if you do, we're going to have to bury him right after.
Holy shit, Javon Evans. This guy right here. This kid right here.
He hasn't even been tagged in for me yet, Otis.
Oh, he hasn't? God damn it.
No, what's his name? Just now tagged him right now, this very second.
Oh, fuck. You're about
Let's get bouncy! I hate the way Booker T yells into the microphone. It really gets on my nerves. Oh! Holy shit! He dove through the ring and landed on the announce table. Cleared the whole gap. What?
Dude, this guy has springs in his fucking feet, man. Like,
well, it helps that he's like my height, too. He's really tall. Really tall wrestlers don't usually move this good. Look at him. He's up and down. He's on the top rope, then he's on the outside, then he's doing a move in the ring, then he's back on the top rope. He's everywhere. How is he not blown up? Oh. Yeah, Javon Evans, I did not see this from this kid when I first laid eyes on him. He's been one of my big-time breakouts of this year, for sure. I'm like, this skinny little kid thinks he's something. He's not going to do nothing. And look at all the waves he's made this year, man. It shows you what I know. But I like when that happens in wrestling, when I write somebody off that I don't really see anything and I don't really get who they are, and then they prove me wrong. I love that. I actually like when that happens.
Yeah, I do too. It's like shit. It's like them telling you shut up.
Well, and then it makes me root for them harder because it was like, my bad. I didn't understand it. You know, it was not a personal thing. I just didn't. I'm not used to seeing somebody like with your height and your athleticism, and usually your type of wrestler doesn't fare well in the WWE. So the fact that he's as over as he is like good for him, man. Oh shit! This match is crazy, bro. What's that guy's name in the orange and purple?
Oh my, Leon Slater.
Oh, I thought he beat.
Oh, this guy. He's the guy that does the Swanton 450.
Oh, okay. Well, he just did a Blue Thunder Bomb without sitting down. He just slammed Sean Spears in a Blue Thunder Bomb.
Yeah, it's called the Blue Thunder Slam.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Blue Thunder Slam, but I didn't think that was an actual term. Yeah, Russ, you're. Wait, Russ, you're older than me. Yeah, man. Booker T, drinking game. Take a shot every time Booker T yells, "Yeah, man." You're gonna be drunk before the first hour is over. Oh, a double cutter. Now Javon Evans, double cutter. Holy shit. What's going on? These guys are lit. How does JD not like this? How does JD not like this? Can somebody explain?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? How did he freeze himself in midair and then flip himself last second? A swanton? Was that a swanton backflip? What was that?
Oh shit! Pay attention, Holy.
Yeah, they're holding their hands up in victory right now. Nothing's happened yet. Javon Evans gonna clothesline him. Oh, he does a swanton and then into a 450. I've never seen anything like that.
That's such a beautiful move, man.
How did he think of that? They're hugging. So what's happening now? They're hugging in the ring. Someone's about to jack someone. What's happening here?
I like Leon Slater, man.
Wait,
Leon
who's pulling
Slater
up in the Rivian? Uh-oh.
Leon Slater is off the hook, man. I would love for. I can't wait to see Leon Slater versus.
Oh, TNA's invading. Well, there's Kardashian. I mean, Kazarian. Sorry, I keep calling him Kardashian. Fucking Leilani Jordan. You're on the wrong side there, sweet cheeks.
She's the TNA Knockouts champion, so.
I know, but so is Trick Williams. But you don't see Trick Williams fighting for TNA. He's standing on He's standing on NXT side.
Well, Santino said he likes Kalani Jordan, so he wants.
No, I know. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Kalani Jordan.
He doesn't trust Trick. He doesn't trust Tricky Williams. Who trusts a man named Tricky?
Did they go to commercial or is the show over?
I got a picture-in-picture.
Somebody in the wait, you have picture-in-picture. Why don't I have picture-in-picture? I just have commercial.
I got a picture-in-picture. Here come the rest of TN.
Oh, because you're watching on the actual. You're watching on CW or Peacock, right?
Yeah, the CW.
That's why
the invasion has started. All of NXT and TNA are out there. I see MSK. I see Matt Cardona.
Pure Combat.
NXT
what am I watching?
Team NXT is getting in the ring. Look, there goes Cedric Alexander. There's
Patrick Palmer says I'm really later. They're going back and forth. Wild, crazy ass shit. Yeah, I'm missing all of it. Wow, this is fucking stupid.
All of TNA is outside.
I'm watching the same website that I always watch. On Raw, I get no commercials. NXT commercials, SmackDown commercials, Raw no commercials.
Are we fighting now? No, we're not fighting now. Moose, there's Moose. He's out there. There goes Ava.
Somebody in the chat I'm watching goes, "Holy shit, is that Zack Ryder? Is that fucking Zack Ryder?" Like, bro, where have you been? He does. I will say this: Matt Cardona looks jacked.
God, dog. There's Thea Hale.
Who is that? Who are you talking about?
These are all the. I'll go specifically. Like there's a Kardashian. I mean Kazarian.
Yeah, I know who everybody is except for the one woman's name you keep saying tonight.
Oh, Thea Hale. She used to be with Chase U, man. I love Thea Hale, man. She's crazy.
I don't even know who that is. I can't even place a face to that name. Stay tuned. We will be back after this short break. It's been on a long-ass fucking break, man. What are you talking about, this short break? This is better than Raw. You know,
this is better than Raw.
I feel like I watch a couple weeks of NXT where it's really good, and then I make a bunch of stink about it in the chat, and I'll like text JD, man, I'm telling you, bro, you gotta check out NXT. And then an episode comes around that JD's interested in watching, and he watches it, and it's not that great of an episode, and then he gets on his channel, and he's like, I don't know what you guys are to keep telling me to watch NXT for. And then the very next time NXT's on TV, it's a banger show like we've had tonight, and JD has no clue, right? I'm like, that match that we just saw was great. I don't see why JD wouldn't like that match if he watched it.
Right.
But I just feel like the episodes he happens to tune into are the episodes where things are kind of off and they don't feel like they did like the weeks leading up to the show. I don't know. I kind of felt like the No Mercy wasn't as good as the last NXT pay-per-view, which I can't remember what it was called, but winner take all tag team next week.
Oh, we're announcing teams. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on, Trick Williams is just starting to talk for me.
Dude, Mike Santana. Mike Santana on NXT TV, dog. That's money. I'm sorry. I'm gonna forever say that, bro. NXT is exactly what Mike Santana should have been, bro.
Ooh. He told Trick Williams what was what just now. You tell him, Ricky. Javon Evans. Miles Bourne. Only because you're banging Stephanie. Let's not get it twisted.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here's Santana. His shirt says puro, like pure cocaine, puro. That's funny. Frankie Kardashian. What the fuck is he wearing? Oh my god. What? Is he just like Elvis? Is he an Elvis impersonator? Oh, move. Oh, wait, JD didn't bash Raw. I turned it off. People pissed me off last night, so I turned it off.
Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
One that I know very well.
Otis about to lose his speaking privileges. So Ruka?
So Ruka is tatted up. She is tatted up.
Why have I never noticed that she's tatted?
She is tatted the fuck up, man.
I don't like tattooed chicks. Why am I just now noticing her arm?
She is. Yeah, it's just one arm too, I think.
I don't mind a chick with a sleeve like that, but I don't like when girls just have random tattoos. Like Ruby Riott, I couldn't stand looking at Ruby Riott.
Oh, it was everywhere. It was everywhere.
They just look like little stickers put all over her body. I love Jada Parker. Look at her shirt. It looks like Grand Theft Auto.
Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
She got a Grand Theft Auto style shirt. Jordan Grace. What? Oh, Lash Legend isn't going to be happy about this, right? Who won the match between Lash Legend and Jada Parker? Jada Parker?
Yeah, Jada Parker won.
So the one match I missed of hers tonight, she won. Every match I've watched of hers, she's lost. I can't believe it, bro. That pisses me off. Yeah, Rhea had no tattoos when she was in the Mae Young Classic. Not one. Not one piercing, not one tattoo. Iconics are back! No, the Iconics.
Oh, and there we go. We are starting.
Hello, ladies.
We have started. We have started.
Holy shit, ladies. My God.
Cassie
we haven't
Lee
started
and
shit.
Jessica McKay.
Wait, she used to be Jakara Jackson.
Yeah.
She's under a new name now. Wait, what? She almost introduced her as Jakara. Ooh.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude.
We're getting Santana versus
Look at
Trick
oh
Williams
my God.
for Glory. Holy fucking.
Wait until you
Oh,
see who
blasted
comes
him.
out.
Go.
Wait until y'all see who comes out here in a second. Oh my goodness.
I want to see Trick Williams versus Mike Santana. Bound for Glory. I'm going to watch Bound for Glory. Wait, who's coming out? Referees. I can't tell what the fuck is going on. This is pandemonium right now. Who am I supposed to be watching for? I don't know.
You'll see him. You'll see him. You should be seeing him right about.
The cameraman is like going haywire right now. This is like Vince McMahon era camera shooting right now.
You should be seeing him right about now. You should be seeing him right about now.
HBK coming out, just go laughing his ass off.
Yes, yes, yes.
He's going, wow, what's going on here? I kind of like it. Look at him. He's like, let's have some more of this.
Wait. You gonna see him talk to the crowd on the side for a second. You're gonna see him talk to the crowd, man. It's gonna be a faraway shot, but he's talking to somebody in the crowd. He's laughing. He is enjoying all of the chaos. Yes, absolutely, Patrick. Again, the ending. This was an awesome ass episode of NXT. Awesome ass episode, and for 2 weeks straight, they both end in a huge brawl. I love chaos like that. It's a good. It's a very damn good reason to watch next week.
I haven't heard Shawn Michaels say a word.
He ain't sitting out. No. No, you're not gonna hear him talk, but you'll see him actually just conversating with
it looks like he loves every second of this shit.
He loves every second.
He's just standing there watching, going, "Wow, this is kind of cool."
And he's just laughing his ass off, man. Like
he's like,
this
"Wow,
partnership,
this is
bro.
sick."
This partnership, bro. And what's crazy about and here's the thing: who you're going to be covering Showdown next week? We already got some great matches lined up. We got a title for title, tag titles for tag titles, Dark State and Hardys. We're going to have the 4-on-4 Survivor Series type traditional match for the men and the women. I mean, we got the North American Championship, which I think is going to be match of the night. Mustafa Ali versus All Ego. Ethan Page.
Yeah, that's going to be a banger, bro.
Dude.
The tag team titles match with the Hardys is going to, in Dark State winner take all, is going to be sick.
Dude, that's going to be. And I'm already going to say, fuck it. You know what? The Hardys are going to win that title.
Yeah, the Hardys are going to win because they need to procure. That's the only. If they're going back to the procuring all the gold like they were when they were the Broken Hardys back in the day before they came back to WWE for WrestleMania 33.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, I feel like they're gonna win the tag team titles. I feel like the Dudley Boys are gonna invade, obviously, because it's an invasion angle, and that sets up their last time ever match for Bound for Glory. And then I wouldn't be surprised if at Bound for Glory, Dark State comes out and just probably decimates the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys and leaves them all laying. And that's the Hardys and the Dudleys' way of putting these new guys over. Because I think eventually that's what's going to happen. They're going to end up putting the young guys over somehow. But
that's a damn good idea. I like that.
I mean, next week's regular NXT show feels like a pay-per-view, and I don't know how after what we saw tonight, I almost feel like tonight was a better show than No Mercy, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I can see that.
I feel like more excitement was drawn up for the next week or so of NXT TV, and maybe they just had to get over No Mercy before they could start what they're doing now. But I just felt like No Mercy was okay, but it was just kind of meh. It wasn't the best NXT show I've seen this year, and
I feel that.
but tonight was a great
I feel
show.
that.
Tonight was a great NXT show, man. I'm excited for Showdown.
It was so good. So I'm excited for Showdown too, and I'll be here with Hooli next week on his channel, right here on his channel, watching Showdown with you guys. However, Hooli, how much time you got left on your stream?
That's the thing, because I was anticipating that I was on tonight, but I thought that Crown Jewel was happening this weekend. But then when you told me yesterday that it's next weekend, I'm like, oh, there's an extra episode of NXT I've got to fit in there. So right now, I think I'm at about 16 hours. So if I can get my stream for Showdown under 3 hours, I could still go live for Crown Jewel.
Okay.
But I don't know how long.
I will say this. I want to comment on Russ's comment right here where he says going to the Hall of Fame this WrestleMania season. I do believe that the Hardys will go to the Hall of Fame along with Chris Jericho this upcoming WrestleMania.
You think Chris Jericho's going in too with Stephanie?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Jericho.
They might do Jericho and Stephanie because, and then at the Hall of Fame where they're going to have some interaction with each other like they did back in the day. And Jericho will call her a trash bag hoe or something again. They will. That would be crazy if they go into the Hall of Fame together, because they would absolutely have to revisit that whole deal from the Attitude Era when Chris Jericho came in and would just dog Stephanie out week after week, bro. I loved that shit back in the day.
Now I will ask everybody this one question because this has been brought up to my vision as well. Who, and I mean who inducts Jericho into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Wow.
I'll wait.
I'm having to put some thought into this.
I will wait. And yeah, that would be a great fucking class. Stephanie McMahon, you got to have a woman in there. You got to have a legend like Jericho. You got to have a legendary tag team like the Hardys. You want to know who inducts the Hardys into the Hall of Fame? The team that they're facing at Bound for Glory.
The Dudleys?
Simple as that.
Yes. Well, it can't be Edge and Christian now, can it?
And show the hell can't. I'm pretty sure they're probably.
Do you think Edge and Christian? Do you think they're kicking themselves right now?
No. I don't think Edge. I 100%. I don't think Edge is gonna last another 2 years in AEW before he comes back.
Do you think Kevin Owens should induct Chris Jericho into the Hall of Fame?
See, that's what I was.
Because by the time we get to the
Hall of Fame,
huh?
Yes, Kevin Owens should induct Chris Jericho into the Hall of Fame. Bro.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon for who? Stephanie?
Jericho. Oh, Shane for. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of sweet. That'd be kind of nice.
I don't know. Her fucking. Nice. Now her fucking. I put out a tweet today. To the guys, to JD, because he was doing a you could punch in a hashtag and ask a question, and they might cover your question on TNT tonight. So I threw my question in the hat of, over the years that Triple H has been running things, he's done a very good job, and WWE's done a very good job as presenting Triple H as the character that we've all known and loved. We all still see him as the wrestler Triple H, not a booker, not a promoter. But lately, I'm seeing Triple H everywhere. I'm seeing him everywhere, and he's starting to look and feel like the company corporate yes man now. Now that this whole Saudi buyout thing has happened, and the whole TKO thing, now every time we're just seeing Triple H tweeting like a motherfucker. He's opening every goddamn show. He's fucking promising surprises that never happened. Now he's on Twitter today announcing the last John Cena match, saying, get your tickets. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be epic. And I said, if it's anything like the surprises we got at WrestlePalooza, I'll pass. I'm not going to expect anything all that great from you because you didn't give a shit at WrestlePalooza and charge top dollar for everybody to attend that show. So my question is like, what do you think about Triple H now? It's just starting to, it's like there's almost like the Wizard of Oz. You just saw this person a certain way, and then you go back behind the curtain and you see that it's just it's not the way you thought. And I'm starting to feel that way kind of. I'm having those thoughts recently the last couple of weeks about Triple H, and I don't know how I feel about it. He's hogging the spotlight for some reason, and I guarantee you he's going to be the one to induct Stephanie, not Shane. It's going to be Triple H, 100%.
Well, I mean, if it's Triple H, if it's Paul Levesque, I don't have a problem with it because that is her husband.
Watch it be Vince.
Ooh. You know.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
People have been saying Vince has been slowly kind of creeping his way back in somehow. Little bits and pieces here. You'll see Vince here, Vince there. That would shock me.
Was at the White House today? That's what Russ brought up Shane McMahon's name for?
In the White House? Who was at the White House? I know Triple H was at the White House a few times this year. It might be Vince.
Wouldn't that be just a motherfucking internet breaker? If he shows up to induct Stephanie at the Hall of Fame, everybody is going to blow the top of their heads off, bro. Like, not with a gun, but I'm just saying their minds are going to explode. You know what I mean?
They're going to lose their shit.
That would absolutely bring the IWC to a standstill if Vince showed up to induct Stephanie. My God.
I believe Tony Khan would stop everything that he's doing for AEW just to see Vince induct Steph, just to see what he'll possibly say. But I wouldn't mind that if it was just a one-off. If Vince kind of fades away for a little while longer, I would like that. Now back to the whole Jericho. I said, and I was thinking Kevin Owens like 1,000 times over and over and over and over.
That would be another cool way to revisit another part of Jericho's past. He could do Stephanie and KO all in the same Hall of Fame ceremony. You know what I mean?
Good. You know who else I think is probably going to induct Jericho into the Hall of Fame?
Who?
Shawn Michaels.
Really? I was trying to think because at first when we started talking about it, I'm trying to think in my head who's like Jericho's number one rival, and I couldn't really think of anybody specific. I don't because like you can think of certain guys that had specific feuds with a certain guy that was better than the rest of the matches they ever had throughout their careers, right? And I'm thinking about Jericho, and I'm like, who is his main rival? Like John Cena, some people think John Cena and Edge. Some people think Randy Orton and
nope, none of that.
Chris Jericho. Who would his go-to feud be? I couldn't tell you.
It'd be Shawn Michaels.
They did have that epic WrestleMania match.
Yes, it'd be Shawn Michaels. It wouldn't be Rock.
No.
I also could see Triple H inducting Jericho, but I don't think it'll be Triple H. It'll be somebody who he had a huge story with.
Yeah,
I can see KO.
It has to be.
I can see Kevin Owens. I can see Shawn Michaels. I could see damn it, what is his name? Like,
who did he have feuds with in WCW? Like a Dean Malenko, like a Saturn, a fucking Rey Mysterio. Who else could?
Especially with the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, I was thinking because I'm thinking like it could be KO, but Jericho's been around for so long. I'm thinking they probably would go back a little bit farther in the timeline to have somebody induct him than just KO because KO's pretty recent.
I think it's going to be Kevin Owens. If you want to go with a safe person to induct him, if you want to go with a surefire safe person to induct him, Michael Cole or Corey Graves.
That does nothing for me. It's got to be somebody affiliated with his lineage, with his legacy of what he did in the ring. So it's got to be somebody from.
Okay, real quick, Cooley. Let's think. The tag teams that Jericho was with in WWE, you had
Big Show,
Jerry Show, Yeah, Jerry Show. And Big Show is not contracted with anybody, so he definitely could. You can do Y2A. You can do Y2AJ, Chris Jericho and AJ Styles. Juventud Guerrera.
Y2J and AJ Styles,
But that led to a very good, very good.
I hated that. That was when AJ Styles first came into the WWE, and then they had him lose to Jericho. That shit pissed me off. Yeah. I hated that feud with Jericho and AJ Styles, because that was at the point where Jericho was that was when he started half-assing all his moves in the ring. He was just kind of just nonchalantly like doing stuff,
going through the motion. Yes. He was just going through the motion. But that is a story that you can kind of revisit, because since next year will be AJ Styles last year.
That's the other crazy thing.
One more match. So
Cena's about to leave in the next number of weeks, and then it's going to be Christmas. Cena leaves. 2 weeks later is Christmas, and then we've got a handful of weeks until AJ Styles retires. Like it's going to be Cena and AJ. It's going to feel like Cena retired, and then we're going to blink and AJ Styles is gone. Bang bang. That's a big blow to lose them two names, bro.
Yeah, and then I'm sure Jericho's probably going to retire here next year too. So unless he just keeps somehow fucking reinventing himself. But I want everybody. Listen, that is going to be everybody's homework on today's live stream. Who inducts Chris Jericho?
Otis thinks he's the teacher on my show.
No, I'm just saying, Huli. I want everybody's opinion. I want their thought. Like me and you, we could talk about this for the next 30 minutes to an hour. As far as who the hell could induct Jericho into a Hall of Fame.
I feel like every big name has like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, or Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, and Triple H, or Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Everybody has their opponent that they kind of made their name against. And I'm like, Jericho, God damn, I'm trying to think of like the specific rivalry that really just make one rivalry that stands out above all others. And I'm like, I can't think of one specifically. With Jericho, Tony Khan. Have Tony Khan induct Chris Jericho into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Tony Khan went to a ride, bro.
Having Tony, if Tony Khan inducts Jericho into the Hall of Fame, you know that Netflix has bought out Warner Brothers, and that they're only keeping AEW alive to be a time-slotted little TV show along with all their other daily TV shows. And they're not ever going to be any more than just a little slotted TV show for like a couple of hours on a Wednesday night.
Oh my God.
Bro, it'd be so hilarious. Having to eat crow moment if Tony Khan had to show up on WWE TV to induct Chris Jericho into their Hall of Fame, bro. Tony Khan wouldn't do that. You couldn't pay Tony Khan enough money probably to humble himself that low. That would be actually insane.
Let's see. Let me see. Let's go through some names real quick. Well, so I was right. Huli. Chris Jericho's greatest rival was Shawn Michaels with their 2008 feud, revitalizing Jericho's character. And of course, there's another name who can't really be named.
That's when he had left WWE and Jericho came back and he had the short hair and the light up jacket, and his jacket lit up.
So according to AI, Jericho's greatest rivals include Shawn Michaels, the Rabbit Wolverine, Chris Benoit.
Dude, that's who it would be.
It would be, but circumstances changes and
but that's why it wasn't even a thought in my brain, because obviously we've been trained to not think about that guy anymore. So
the other three were The Rock. I think Wrestling Russ mentioned that. The Rock, Kevin Owens,
I don't remember Jericho and The Rock really that much. I do on obviously Jericho's debut, and he came out and interrupted The Rock, but that was so long ago, and that was the beginning of Chris Jericho's run in WWE that I don't really remember all of it. I remember moments.
The Rock, Kevin Owens. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back. I am back. I'm back. So it was The Rock, Kevin Owens, and Kenny Omega. Yeah.
I'm sorry, the last one. Well, we can't have the last one because he's not WWE, so he's out.
Yeah. It's going to be most likely the front runner is absolutely Kevin Owens, with Shawn Michaels being a close. It's either Kevin Owens or Shawn Michaels. They're the only two that I can say right now that's going to induct Chris Jericho.
It'll be interesting to see who else gets announced. I know they announced Stephanie early. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to announce somebody this week or if they're going to hold off for a couple more months, because they usually wait until like Royal Rumble season to start announcing Hall of Fame inductees. I don't know why.
Yes.
They announced Stephanie's thing so hastily, so early. I don't know why they did that, but
I mean, probably to go ahead and get it out. Probably to go ahead and get it out the way. I truly believe
they needed to do something because Triple H promised we got surprises and WrestlePalooza surprises, and we're all sitting there like a bunch of fucking dummies with our dicks in our hands waiting to jerk it. When's the titties gonna pop up on the screen? Yeah, and there was never any titties, bro. So like we're just standing there with our dicks in our hands, with our limp dicks, bro. Like what the fuck? All looking around at each other like, did yours get hard? Mine didn't. Nah, I don't know what happened, bro. Yeah, whatever.
I think it's definitely. I definitely think it's going to be Kevin Owens. I think
it could be a lot of people actually.
How about this? How about bring Kevin? How about have Kevin Owens induct him into the WWE Hall of Fame, and after the Jericho does his speech and he comes out and Kevin Owens hugs him and everything, bam! Powerbomb him through a table to set up the rest.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, who I would have induct Jericho into the Hall of Fame? Is just fucking hit me. A no-brainer. She's already going to be there. I would have Stephanie McMahon induct Chris Jericho into the Hall of Fame. I would have Stephanie McMahon do it. And she's already there.
Kind of like a back-to-back Hall of Fame. Yeah, like Triple H.
There's not going to be a situation where they're backstage in character cutting a promo on each other like back in the day. But how could you revisit that epic rivalry between Stephanie and Chris Jericho other than have Stephanie talk about it while inducting Chris Jericho into the Hall of Fame?
There you go. That's perfect. I like that. I definitely like that. You kind of knocking out two birds with one stone without taking too much time. I don't think Stephanie's going to have.
And it makes sense, and they've never done something like that where two people were inducted and one inducted one the other. That would be a first time.
That'd be awesome. You know, both of them could kind of split time. Stephanie could talk about 15. Jericho could talk about 15, 20. And dude, that would be perfect. Like Triple H talked for like 45 fucking minutes last year.
Dude, it was like an hour, bro. And it was like the middle of the fucking night. It was the middle of the night. It was like 3 a.m., wasn't it?
It was like 1:30, bro, when it was over, bro. In the morning, man. But I like that.
No, because SmackDown goes off at 10 Eastern.
I don't know how they're going to do it this upcoming year, though, because I don't know how they'll do it this upcoming year.
The way they've been doing it after SmackDown is not it, bro. It's not it.
Yeah, they need to do it before. At least have SmackDown recorded for that, you know, so we can go back and watch.
SmackDown moving to Fridays fucks the Hall of Fame up because SmackDown used to be on Thursdays, and then they would always have the Hall of Fame Friday or Saturday, and the pay-per-views would always be Sunday. But then they moved the pay-per-views to Saturday. They moved SmackDown to Friday, and so now that leaves no time in between for a Hall of Fame. So I don't know how they're gonna do it.
It's gonna be crazy. Bully. Hey, I'm gonna say this year for wrestling. Well, if they're gonna start, what would you say? What next month they're gonna start kind of slowly bringing out the rest of the Hall of Fame inductees out? I guess slowly.
I don't know, unless they have a lot of people planned. I don't think that we'll be hearing about another inductee for a number of weeks, to be honest, because I feel like, I mean, we're hitting October tomorrow.
Pretty
October,
much,
November,
yeah.
December, January, February, March, April. That's 7 months until WrestleMania. That's
We got time.
That's
It's
35
time.
weeks.
Yeah, it's time. Okay, we already got one for sure inductee, and that's Stephanie. Is everybody in agreement that Jericho's going to go into the Hall of Fame, or the Hardys are going to go into the Hall of Fame?
I don't necessarily agree that it's a surefire thing that Jericho's going in, because for one, he's not out of AEW yet, so I know it's coming up soon, but who knows what's going to happen with that, and if he's going to end up re-signing, I don't know what his... Everything's just speculation on what we've read about what his standing with Tony Khan is, what his thoughts about AEW are, if he wants to even go back to WWE. Obviously, I think we all know he kind of does, but so I would say Jericho's not a for sure thing, even though it would be epic and it would be fitting to have Jericho in the same HOF as Stephanie. I'd be willing more to bet on that the Hardys would be a thing in the HOF before Jericho, just because we don't know his status and he's not with the company, whereas Hardy Boys are in TNA, so they're at least aligned with WWE in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, they kind of got one foot in already in WWE, and plus they're doing TNA and stuff like that too.
But man, what a star-studded cast! If it was Stephanie, the Hardys, and Chris Jericho, and then one or two more names, that's a big fucking list right there already with those 3 names.
That is a list. And I honestly can't even say who else would go in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably have like some golden age wrestler that's probably going to go in, and you got to have your warrior award winner and stuff like that too. So
they didn't. I don't even think they did a Warrior Award winner last year. They did some new award.
They gave it to Shad Gaspar.
That was a couple years ago. The Warrior Award.
Was that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Who did they give it to last year?
It wasn't. It wasn't. They didn't have the Warrior Award last year. It was some different kind of award they did. I remember.
Okay. But you got all these people. It wouldn't even surprise me if they also throw John Cena in Hall of Fame too, since this is his last year.
I thought though I thought you had to be retired for a certain amount of time before you're.
Certain amount of time. I thought so too. I thought so too, but I'm only saying that because I can't really think of anybody else that would actually go into the Hall of Fame this upcoming year.
You could do Stephanie McMahon, Chris Jericho, and the Hardy Boys. You could do Bray Wyatt.
You could definitely do Bray Wyatt. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to put my name in that hat to put Bray Wyatt in the Hall of Fame this upcoming year too. I would do that. That's
another big ass name that would have the whole IWC going, holy shit. You know what I mean? I really think so.
The WWE, they gotta have a tearjerker moment. So having Bray Wyatt in there would definitely bring some tears to some faces. You can have JoJo.
Oh, having Bo Dallas come out and cut a speech about his promo, having JoJo come and do it.
JoJo and Bo Dallas. And then,
although would they? Because I'm pretty sure she's dating Swerve Strickland right now.
I don't know. But it's just, it's a
dude. You could have your tearjerker moment with the Bray Wyatt induction for sure.
But absolutely, Bo Dallas, Taylor, you can have him come on there. You can have Eric Redbeard or Mercy the Buzzard, or not, Rambling Rabbit, whatever you want to call him. You can have him come up there with Taylor Rotunda and speak about Bray, since they all were kind of close with each other. I'm sure Brody Jr. can come up there and talk about Bray.
Is there a part of the WWE Hall of Fame? Because you know how they have the celebrity wing. Is there a part of the WWE Hall of Fame that factions, right? Because they've done the Four Horsemen, they've done D-Generation X, they've done NWO,
New World Order.
Two of the Wyatt families dead, so they could honor Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt at the same time.
Yeah, and they could definitely do that.
And they could induct the Wyatt family into the Hall of Fame as a faction.
They could definitely do that, man, and that would, dude.
And that would give Eric Rowan a ring, and that would give Bo. Would it give Bo Dallas a ring? I guess he could take his brothers, right? He would take his brothers.
He'll be able to honor his brother with it. Brody Jr. can take his father's, you know, for Brody Lee.
Yeah.
And dude, like it'll be such a heart touching moment, bro. Like I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now, bro.
And to include Luke Harper or Brody Lee in that and induct the Wyatt family as the faction would be sick, I think. And instead of just Bray Wyatt, I think that would be like because WWE is not known for like going out of their way to like be thoughtful and caring to previous talent. You know what I mean? And I think that would show a softer side to WWE. I think that would open them up more so to fans in doing something like that.
That would be awesome.
It would be a total feel-good moment, bro. Yeah, I really think that would go over huge.
So freaking awesome, dude. Like it'll be WWE would, you know, we know about them as far as the creative and how things are running for Raw, SmackDown, and all this other stuff. But for them to think about the relationships that these people have had while sharing the ring together with each other and stuff like Bray and Luke Harper and stuff, dude. And for WWE, like Cooley said, to go out of their way to show their appreciation by inducting both of those guys in there, bro, I'll be in tears. I will be in so much tears, bro.
I think everybody would be in tears, bro. And to see the have like two not just pictures up on the board, have two like holographic images of them in the ring.
Dude, that would be, my goodness. Man.
Almost have like an animated, like take footage from Bray Wyatt's career and then do it in a holographic projection image in the ring and have him like cutting one of his old promos, but it looks like a 3D rendering of him alive in the ring doing it like he's actually alive would probably just send everybody through the fucking stratosphere, bro. I think that would.
They did it with Tupac. They did it with Tupac
for sure, bro, and that shit was dope.
It was dope.
That shit was crazy. Imagine them doing that for Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, making them come to life again. Holy shit!
Now who would you have induct Bray and Luke? I got one name. One name and one. Actually, I have two names, and one of them can't do it because he's in AEW.
Bryan Danielson is the AEW, and who's the other one?
Yes. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton?
Yeah.
Interesting. I would have never in 1,000 guesses chosen Randy Orton. Why do you pick him?
Randy Orton was involved. Remember, we all thought that he was going to Taylor, yes.
The Spooky House match. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and remember he kind of half-assed joined the Wyatt family. Even won the tag team championships with Luke Harper at one time.
Who's Taylor?
The SmackDown. Taylor Rotunda. That's Bo Dallas.
Oh, I had no idea his name was Taylor. Holy shit.
Yeah, but Taylor Rotunda is absolutely front runner if that happens. No question. But I will also think about Randy Orton because he was involved in that huge storyline with the Wyatts.
I got it.
And I said Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, but he's with AEW. He'll be perfect for it too. Now, if somehow Tony Khan gets a wild hair up his ass and it's like, hey, Bryan, you want to go do the induction for Bray Wyatt at WWE? I think he'll jump on that. I
could see Tony Khan letting him do that. I could see Tony Khan letting him do that for sure. But I think, you know who else?
Who?
I think Bryan Danielson is less of an option because he's in AEW. I like your pick of Randy Orton, especially because they had that. What was the name of that match where they were in the Spooky Wyatt house, right? And it was kind of like a real gimmicky, hokey ass match.
Was that the Firefly Funhouse match? No, that was with John Cena.
No, and so I was going to say they had the Spooky House Wyatt family house match with him and Randy Orton, but then they also did the Firefly Funhouse match with him and John Cena. And since this is John Cena's final year, I could absolutely, because John Cena said he's transitioning to a backstage role. He's not leaving WWE permanently. He's going to be backstage, not in the ring. So have John Cena
so
come
is
out and
AJ Styles. So is
have
AJ
John
Styles.
Cena
Keep that in
John
mind.
Cena come out and induct the Wyatt family to the Hall of Fame.
That would be cool. Now, we said it about Jericho, but this one is legit. I think it's a lot of people you can induct for Bray Wyatt. A lot of people who can induct Bray Wyatt, I should say. John Cena is a good
have
choice.
his wife
Randy Orton is a good choice. JoJo is a good choice. Oh man, who else would be a good induction? Bray Wyatt has had so many nice little feuds with everybody, man. Like Braun Strowman, you can bring Braun Strowman and have him do it.
Fuck Braun
I think
Strowman.
that'll be nice. I actually think that'll be nice. He was part of the Wyatt family, so I think that'll be nice. I would also look at the Miz. The Miz had a nice little back and forth, but the Miz is a great speaker, so I think
I wouldn't look at
you
the
can
Miz
have
and
him
say
as
that
a
was
default,
Bray
too.
Wyatt's greatest rival. I wouldn't.
Nah, it's not a greatest rival. And if we're basing all this on greatest rivals, then
That's
holy
usually
shit.
who inducts the guy is that person's the
Yeah.
greatest opponent that they ever had. Or somebody that was like really affiliated with them in their career. And I don't think of Bray Wyatt and then think of the Miz right away after that. Not at all. I
What
think
about
of
Seth
Daniel.
Rollins? How you feel about Seth
Yeah,
Rollins?
I would think of Seth Rollins over
Let me check.
over the Miz. I would take Brian Daniels. What's his name? What's his real name? I don't
Brian
remember
Danielson?
anymore.
It's Brian. His real name is Brian Danielson.
Yeah, I get him confused now. I've said him so many times over the years. I don't remember which one's which anymore. But I would pick him over the Miz. You know, Miz would be like last on my list.
Okay, so here you go, Holy. John Cena is the greatest rival for Bray Wyatt.
Yes,
and
that's why I would.
It all started at WrestleMania 30. They had the cinematic match at WrestleMania 36. That was the Firefly Funhouse.
They had that build. That build went forever. That build went like it never ended.
They did. Randy Orton was another one.
There was so much hype for that Firefly Funhouse match that the match it was not possible for the match to live up to all the hype.
The Shield is a faction feud that the Wyatt family had. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that though, because not all the Shield is here. But you
Braun
can have Seth
Strowman,
Rollins, like you said. I could see Seth Rollins doing it.
And Roman, you can have Seth Rollins and Roman. Braun Strowman was one. Goldberg.
No, it's none of these people.
And last but not least, The Undertaker.
The fact that you even said Goldberg, I want to mute your mic, bro.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
And yeah, I was going to say The Undertaker too, but no. When I think of Bray Wyatt and his feuds, certain names come to me before others. Bryan Danielson,
Cena,
Randy Orton.
Cena.
Did CM Punk have something to do with the Wyatt family at some point before he left?
No. CM Punk had absolutely nothing.
Because CM Punk went to NXT for a minute.
But he had nothing to do with the Wyatt family. Nothing. Zero involvement with the Wyatt family at all. They never crossed paths, except when Bray was with the Nexus.
I would honestly, it would be Randy Orton or John Cena, but my first choice would be John Cena.
Them the only two.
I think John Cena makes the most sense, especially because he's like the ambassador. He kind of plays this dual role of like, sometimes I'm a wrestler, but sometimes I'm like this guy that travels for WWE and promotes for him, and you see me here and there, and I'm in movies and this and that. So I could absolutely see him being the guy to induct Bray Wyatt or the Wyatt family.
Yeah, and of course Bo Dallas or Taylor Rotunda. So I definitely see that too. So
what is Wrestling Russ talking about, Conan?
Hooli, I'm about to hop out of here, man. I'm about to go feed my puppies, man. Thank you so much for allowing me on your show, man, to watch some good old NXT. Great show.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to show up. I kept saying, I don't know what happened to Otis. I know that he said he was just getting home, and then I was like, what?
I had to eat my food real quick, so I ate my burger, and I said, fuck it, I'm just going to eat the rest of my fries online and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. Guys, will see you guys Sunday for the Cowboys and Jets, and on Monday for Raw on
be
Netflix
another tie.
as well. That'd be fucked up. I'll see you guys Sunday, man. Hooli will be on my channel on Monday for Raw on Netflix, man, and I'll be back here Tuesday for Showdown with Hooli for NXT, man. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Hooli, keep up the good work, bro. Shit is looking great, man. Looking good, man. We're gonna work on getting this duck. We're gonna work on getting this damn duck off your screen, man. We got to.
Bro, I need the whole little border background, little blue black shit. I gotta do something about that. Yeah, I gotta get rid of this. And bro, it's like just so much shit keeps happening. Like today, yesterday, it's been just an absolute nightmare. If I wanted to work on my stream, I just can't because there's too much other shit going on. And people aren't meeting their deadlines with me, and shit's just, it's just like literally one thing after another, and I keep taking setbacks on the stream, bro, literally.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's gonna get better, man. Just a little sprinkle of faith, man. It's gonna get better. I promise, man. I promise, man. Hey, I'll see you guys later, man. 4 letters, 1 word.
And there goes Big O, my bro Otis. I'm gonna get up out of here in a second. What are you saying, Russ? Link to what channel? Shit, pissed, link, like to channel. I have no. Yeah, I get you. I'm just trying to understand what you were saying. What channel were you talking about? It's his regular channel, Big O Gaming. He'll just be talking about the Cowboys and shit. It's the one that you followed. Oh, if you haven't followed, here I'll type it in the chat real quick in case you. I don't know if you followed him or not, but I thought you had. But in case you haven't, that's his channel. So yeah, thank you guys for the ones that hung out today. I literally had every intention of crashing out when I started this stream, and then something in my brain just was like, "What's the point? Why am I going to spend all that energy for what?" But yeah, this was a good distraction. I needed this today. Even though I had no motivation to even get on here and do it, but I'm kind of running low on stream time, so I don't know how I'm going to fit Invasion or Showdown and Crown Jewel into my streaming time, but we'll see. If NXT is only 2 hours next week, I think I can make it work. If it's longer than that, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to end it shortly, so I have a few minutes left so I can go live for Crown Jewel. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. If you go over to JD's and listen to, I think TNT's still going on. I appreciate you guys for hanging out in here, knowing that JD's live and stuff. Whether you were bouncing back and forth, it just means a lot that I had some people in here, because it's kind of crazy going live on a time that one of his most popular shows is live. It's kind of crazy to do that, but everybody else covers like the main shows and nobody really covers NXT, so I just thought it was my opportunity to kind of cover a show when not everybody is streaming. So that was the only reason why I really even picked NXT. It was just because all the other time slots are so busy with all the other streamers. But anyways, all right, get some sleep, everybody. Rest up. I will see y'all tomorrow in JD's for the best show of the week, the Dynamite review, because it's a big shit on AEW Fest. So you guys take care, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.